Yeah, yeah. RX back with another stream. This time it is Sunday night, which means we are having a hangover after some fights that were UFC Vegas 114 last night. And, yeah, pretty simple as that. Title is what it is, and he describes. We're gonna talk a little bit about last night's card one final time. We're gonna look at this upcoming card, usually Evan Murphy, and yeah, we're gonna yap for a little bit, have a good little Sunday night vibing, and pretty basic ideas there. So not really a whole lot to say there. And yeah, hopefully we get a stream as good as last night, which was just fucking awesome. We found two new people for at least one stream, and that DOG. Last night was awesome. I really thank y'all for that. And I think we're gonna again we hit lightning twice and have two good streams back to back. I have my doubts. Well, let's find out. Let's get screen share up, obviously. I think we're good. I think I might be the quickest that's ever won as well. And yeah. So, screen share really on the ball today and moving quick. Let's take a look at what were you talking about and feeling a night later after this card, UFC Vegas 114. I still think everything I said last night. It was a good card. Still torn between this and the Mexico card for the best card of the year so far, and it was fun. It was very fun. The main talking points leaving it are obviously number one be Kevin Vallejos. What the fuck else could you say outside of goddamn this kid is phenomenal and he's going to be a goddamn champion. He's great. I don't know another way I can put it. Like I can't there's not a lot of talking points leaving this card, but Vallejos is easily number one just because he's fucking phenomenal. So, like, he won flawlessly. He looked phenomenal. Ran through a tough veteran. Goddamn seconds. It felt like he's gonna be great. And if he's a champion this time in a year, I would not be surprised at all. But if he's not a champion by the end of next year, I don't know how. He is so fucking good, and he's gonna be one of the ones, man. So, what else could you say about Vallejos leaving last night? So, moving down from that, Robertson. I thought some people were talking about it, and most people agree she does deserve the title shot. Hopefully, she does get it. I'm definitely a believer in she is number one in line to fight the winner of Dern and Whaley. So hopefully that happens. Knock on wood. Yeah, the fight was bad though. Delgado Feely was a banger, and Rahiki Hardwick were both bangers. I don't think you could say anything else outside of that for those two. Everyone was talking about this bullshit decision, and I agree. There's just no fucking way Charles Johnson won this fight. So, and that's coming from me and a lot of people who A, picked Johnson, and B, don't dislike him. So, it's fucking insane that he got that decision, and yeah, did not win that at all. Or by getting some talk, I saw Chris Curtis was crying like always. Oh, he didn't want to fight, and shut up, bitch. Or by won, no one cares. Shut up. Chris Curtis is a little bitch like always. Not like that, not really much down here getting talked about. Petrino Asplund a little bit. No one talking about Elijah Smith, sadly. Sosa, man, I could not tell you. I don't know or care if anyone's talking about that. No one's talking about Eric Anders' retirement. I'm shocked. And people are talking about Bia because she looked fucking phenomenal as well. So, still don't know how she didn't get a bonus. But, that's UFC logic for you. So, really the biggest talking points are Bia, Johnson, Oral by the bangers, Robertson, Vallejos, mainly Vallejos, number one on our list. Everything else, not so much. Three things always happen in life: death, taxes. That's not Chris Curtis's fault. Thank you. I thought there should be a fourth one. Charles Johnson wins a bullshit decision, but maybe that one got left off scripture. If Chris Curtis loses a fight, it's everyone's fault but his. It's not anyone's fault outside of it's the referees, it's all buys, it's Strickland's, Nixick, the fucking fans' fault that he sucks ass and lost. I don't get it. I don't think he's ever actually taken a loss and been like, yeah, okay, I'll bounce back. Good fight. Hermanson, he threw the temper tantrum. Kopylov, he threw the temper tantrum. He's upset about this one. The Gastelum fight, he was really crying about. I feel like there was another loss in there I'm forgetting, but either way, fuck the Imavov fight that, let's be honest, he quit and lost, but still, even that he cried about, fuck, he cries about wins half the time, so he's a little bitch. The way to put it, he's a little bitch. And, he's the crying man for a reason. Still don't know how Sean Strickland puts up with him, but I guess he's a good body to beat up in the gym, so. I don't know what else he would be there for. He's not a good fighter, he's not gonna teach you anything, and he's just a fucking whiny asshole, so. Did he not train grappling this camp? You know Mick Beggarl, right? You've done a little bit of tape study. You're telling me you didn't know a guy who, yes, can strike if he wants to, and will won the fight on the feet if he really wanted to. He's not gonna grapple? Come on, dude. Come on. He's goddamn from, I forget what flag it is, Kyrgyzstan. You don't think he's gonna fucking grapple? Idiot. So, fucking Chris Curtis, man. That's just what he is. He's the goddamn crying man. So, I had no idea Vallejos beating Josh was the biggest age gap in UFC history. I think I don't know if it's in the whole history of in the UFC, but I know it's the biggest main event gap ever. But that makes sense in both terms because 24 versus 41. I can't think of another age gap they've ever done like that. Van and Pantoja was a decent gap, but not crazy. I think John Jones might have had one back in the day. And Mishashenko, maybe Shogun, I don't remember. So, but yeah, 24 to 41. That's fucking 17-year age gap is pretty, or 16 years, I believe, is fucking insane. So, yeah, I wonder who was going to win that fight. Now, I don't think that fight would have went much better for him if he was 31, to be honest. So, I feel like he still gets beat because Kevin Vallejos is just fucking phenomenal. So, it was not a good card for old fighters. The 24-year-old beat the 41-year-old, the 30-year-old beat the 38-year-old, and the 27-year-old beat the 35-year-old. Fuck, if you want to go deeper than that, the 23-year-old beat the 31-year-old. The last 4 fights of the card all had the younger fighter beating an older fighter. So, crazy. We're starting to see a lot of fighters age and start to wash out, and we're seeing a new guard of fighters pop up. So, God, that's a weird fucking flag winning. We have Morocco, America, or Mexico, the UFC, Canada, and Argentina winning the last 4 fights of the card. Crazy. But, yeah, good card. Again, really good card. Still, again, hard to pick if it is better or worse than the Mexico card. I still say it's a goddamn complete tie. And, it was good. I don't know another way I could really put it. It was a good card. And, yeah, Vallejos is amazing. I feel like that is the moral of the story leaving this weekend is Kevin Vallejos is amazing if we didn't already know that. Cause I don't know how you couldn't have already known that. But yeah, he's really fucking good. And, yeah, he's going to be a champion. I don't know another way to put it. He's going to be a champion. I would be fucking shocked if he's not. And, he's good, man. Sadly, he has to kind of just wait for someone to pull out of a fight before he can get his next fight, but knock on wood, that happens sooner than later, and we get to see some Kevin Vallejos in the octagon again. Fuck, come on, Evil pull out. Let's see Vallejos fucking jump in there immediately, and that'd be amazing, but no reason for Vallejos to heal up and take no fucking damage, so he'll bounce back and hopefully get back in there ASAP just when someone pulls out. And then you got Sterling Zalal, Allen Costa, Murphy Voyev, and fucking actually there's another one I'm forgetting, but you got those three coming up in the next few weeks. Lopez and Garcia. So any of those fall through, Kevin Vallejos is the one for you. So let's see what happens though. So not really much else to say there. So, but yeah, man. What else can I really say about this card? I can only praise Kevin Vallejos for so long because he's just fucking phenomenal. So, aside of that, still a good card, and there's many other good things on it. But the main talking point leaving this weekend is Kevin Vallejos is that guy. So, what more can really be said? So, yeah, I think that's about that for the card. Unless I'm forgetting something. I don't think I am. I think I hit all the main points. And again, I already did a recap for the card last night. So, I'm definitely a little bit tired of talking about this card post-mortem. And, yeah, not really too much else to say. So, I think we can get to the other bit of fight stuff to talk about. And that is more featherweight action. Evil versus Murphy next Saturday in England, 1 p.m. So it's gonna be an early one, boys. A couple hours earlier than usual, and yeah, this is gonna be a weird one. This is a very strange card. So definitely a weird card. So, but is it terrible? I don't think so. Is it great? Debatable. It's decent. 14 fights again. Knock on wood that stays. Going to London for the first time of 2 or 3 trips this year, and see what happens. It'll be an intriguing card. Nice fucking acid trip as the poster, and should be an interesting one. So, obviously, I'm not going to, like I always say, I'm not going to give my picks or predictions for any of the fights tonight. I'll be on Tuesday, but I will say the fight and give my thought on each and every one. And yeah, pretty basic idea there. I would say 14 fights from London, from the classic O2 Arena. Let's talk about it. Beginning with the first fight of the night, one that is not great. A lot of these fights are maybe a little weak. And I'll say this now, looking at some of the betting odds for this card earlier, yeah, this card is gonna be a weird one. I would begin the night, or actually the afternoon, with Melissa Mullins versus Luana Carolina. That's a fight. Mullins, the first blood of the night. Not a very good one. Luana Carolina is there. Not a great fight. Truly not a great fight. Yeah, I gotta pick one of them to win, sadly. You pick the Brit, who is shit, or the Brazilian, who is dreadful. Oh boy, yeah, not starting off the card super hot, are we? Not really a fight there that I'm jumping for joy at, so. Oh boy. Then we go to a fight I'm even dreading more, because this fight shouldn't even be fucking happening, because one of these two should not even be signed. Neither of them should be signed, really. Having our second fight of the night, staying in the female weight classes, going down to strawweight this time, for Chanel Dyer versus Ravenna Oliveira. Oh god, I don't think you get a fight worse than Mullins and Carolina until now you found someone who shouldn't even be signed versus someone who is still signed somehow. Yeah, this is terrible. Dyer is garbage. Oliveira is garbage. Can't wait. Truly can't wait. Worst fight on the card. Self-explanatory there. And, yeah. Oh boy. Then we'll go. It doesn't get better, does it? As we go to the male side of things for our third fight of the night. That is equally fucking terrible. As we have Shamrock versus Abdul Karim Al Sowati. Yeah, I gotta pick one of these two to fucking win a fight. Oh boy. Both 0-1. Someone has to get their first UFC win. We'll see who that will be. I think both are fucking terrible, and this should be a PFL prelim, but you know, I guess that'd be too good to be true. And, yeah, another terrible fight. So far, Luana Carolina is the best fight out of the first three. That's not good. So, oh joy. Then, well, yeah, if it doesn't get better, we go to heavyweight, which, you know, has just been a bucket of fucking entertainment in 2026. As we have Louis Sutherland versus Brando Persisic, our fourth fight of the night. Yeah, not terrible. Sutherland not fighting Walter Walker. Brando getting a step up in comp, which says a lot. Maybe it's okay. Maybe the fight ain't garbage. I have my doubts, but you know, maybe. Fingers crossed. Yeah, not good. It's the best fight of the first five, but that's not a good thing. And yeah, not a lot to say there. And if I didn't have anything to say for any of the other fights, Jesus fucking Christ. Antonio Trocoli versus Montes Kondratavicius. Obviously, we're always just gonna call him Montes, cause fuck that last name. Yeah, this is the rare time I will spoil a pick on Sunday night. Yeah, Montes is going to win this fight. Trocoli is fucking pathetic. Why is this fight on this card? Like every other fight, okay. Neither are British. One is Lithuanian, one is Brazilian. Y'all ain't British. Why is this happening on this card? It fucking beats me, man. But we gotta watch Antonio Trocoli lose one more time. Ain't that just fucking swell? So, what can I really say there? Garbage. But then we finally get to some somewhat decent fighting, though this is one-sided as possible. I guess I've seen worse. We have Mario Pinto versus Felipe Franco, heavyweight fight that's at least because Pinto's a good prospect, not terrible. Felipe Franco's a fucking joke to even be on this card or in the UFC. And Yeah, another one I'll spoil. Yeah, Pinto's winning this fight. I know you're shocked, but yeah, Franco's a joke. So you know we're doing good when within the first 6 fights of the card we've talked about Melissa Mullins, Rana Carolina, Chanel Taylor, Renata Oliveira, Shamrock, Abdul Karim Al Sawadi, and Antonio Dracoli and Felipe Franco. We're doing great, so Jesus. Then we have in the co-main of the prelims, Nathaniel Wood versus Lucien Keita. Well, this fight part won't even fucking happen because Keita will miss weight, but, you know, UFC will just never give Nathaniel Wood a ranking, no matter what he fucking does. So, yeah, fine fight, I guess. Pretty simple to predict. I don't even think it's much of a debate who's gonna win this fight, but, yeah, it is what it is there, I guess. It's better. We're getting a bit better, I guess. And then we get a bit worse with our featured prelim, Mason Jones versus Axel Sola. Oh boy, bad fighters. Mason Jones is fucking garbage. Axel Sola looked pretty shitty against Reese McKee. Yeah, Nathaniel Wood is the only good fight on this prelims, to be honest with you. Everything else is, ass. Oh boy, we'll get to the main card, which actually begins out decently with Curtis Campbell versus Danny Silva. Good fight, good fight. People are high on Curtis Campbell. Danny Silva's a tough opponent. The only guy Ken Vallejos has not finished. Decent fight. We're gonna see if Curtis Campbell's legit. They're not giving him a cakewalk in debut. Again, pretty decent fight to open main card. I'll give him that. I will definitely give him that. So, good job, UFC. And then we have a fight between two dudes I don't like, but goddamn, I gotta pick one of them. Roman Dolidze versus Christian Leroy Duncan. Dolidze sucks. CLD is a fucking can crusher. Oh boy, can't wait. Another can is gonna get an under their top 15 ranking. Joy. And then we have another fight that makes no fucking sense on this card since neither are British. We have Poland versus America with Iwo Borishevsky versus Austin Lane. I wonder who's gonna win. Austin Lane moving out of light heavyweight can only end fucking swell. Yeah, and I'll spoil my pick here as well. I know spoilers. Evo's gonna win this fight. I know, crazy, but yeah. Why is this on this card as well? Then we have a fight that's somehow not the co-main event of the evening, but shit's whatever. We have the featured bout, which is a very good fight, even though it still makes less than no sense, but MVP can only blame himself for that, as we have Michael Venom Page versus Sam Patterson. Should be intriguing. Patterson versus Page. Again, why are they fighting each other? Don't fucking get why are they not fighting other welterweights on this card? Beats me. Why is MVP back at welterweight? Fucking beats me, but yeah. Should be fun. MVP is always entertaining. Patterson's a good prospect. Should be a good fight, even if it makes fuck all of sense. Could be decent, so not much to say there. Then we got the co-main that has no business being the co-main over MVP, but it's a good fight. Luke Riley versus Michael Haswell Jr. Riley, a lot of people are high on. Haswell, I'm really high on. I think he's been overlooked here a bit. This could be a good fight. I think this will really be a good fight, even if it shouldn't be the co-main. It's still a pretty good fight, and yeah. Again, no reason for it to be the co-main, but should be a good fight. Two really interesting prospects in the division. Should be fun. And then that all leads to the main event of the evening to see who fights Volk next. We have Mansari Evloev, who, yes, is actually going to fight, it would seem, versus Lerone Murphy. Who's going to take their first ever career loss? It's obviously going to be Mansari Evloev. Yeah, Lerone's going to win this fight. No shit. I know, spoiler alert, I thought that. I just kind of think that's common sense, if anything. Yeah, Lerone's going to win this fight. Evloev sucks. Lerone will probably drop the first 2 rounds, and then Evloev will gas and lose. So, pretty simple. Not really much to say there. And, yeah. This fight shouldn't be happening because Lerone should have fought Volk in February, but, logic. So, what else is there to really say? Good main event though, very good. I hope Evloev does pull out and we get Gene or Vallejos to step in, but I feel like that might be too good to be true. So, there you go. And, bang! There we go. That's the little quick overview of the card. Yeah, it's not great, is it? It's truly not a great card. There's a lot of bad fighters on it and one-sided. Either can versus can fights, a one-sided fight. The last 3 are pretty good. The main card's actually okay overall. Prelims are gonna be a fucking drag if I've ever seen one. And, yeah, how many debuts do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 debuts. Brit in every fight outside of 2. I think Pinto fights out of England, so he counts. So we got only 2 cards out of Brit, and that'd be Yuo and Trocoli. And we got a Brit. You could have a 15 fight card if you gave these 2 different opponents, but yeah. And, yeah, I would say the order is bad, but I don't know how you make a good order out of this. Outside of making MVP the goddamn co-main. And, yeah, what more can you really say there? So, it's a card. The Vallejos card was definitely better, and, but let's see what we get on Saturday. Let's see 14 fights from the O2 and London. See what we get here. So, not really too much else to say there. So, should be intriguing. And should be, again, looking at the odds earlier and just the fights overall. This is going to be a very weird card to predict. Either it's going to be one where people do really good or fucking terrible, in my opinion. I think there's only, how many no-brainer picks? I'd say 1, 2, I'd say 3. I guess there's a few, but there's definitely some that are debatable. We'll see, man. We'll see. And I'll break the card down more on Tuesday and give my picks and all that. Friday we'll look at odds and put my picks in. And, yeah, break down a recap Friday and Sunday. Not like anyone there watching anyway. Anyone know my Vegas recap for last night? So probably not. So fuck y'all. And, yeah, not really too much else to say there. So we'll see what England has for us this time. This is their first trip since, what's the last England card? What was it? Was it? I truly can't remember. What the fuck was the last England card? Why am I blanking so badly on that answer? Wasn't Leon? Was it Leon Brady? Nah, there had to be. That was like this time last year. There had to be another card outside of that. But yeah, this is the first card since Leon Brady. Ugh. So we'll see what happens, and not very much else to say there. So should be intriguing. Should be. I think this card has a low floor and a semi-decent ceiling. Well, can it be better than Mexico and Vallejos? Well, let's find out. And not really too much else to say there. And with that being said, that's all the MMA I really good thing to talk about tonight. That leaves only one thing left to talk about, and that is our NBA Fantasy League, which will be going into the championship tomorrow, and that will be actually my bad. It's a 2-week playoffs. That's fucking stupid. But yeah, it's gonna be me and Tone in the championship. It would seem, unless the bot teams make a legendary comeback, which they won't. Then me and Tone will be in the championship. So that'll be cool. And may the best man win. So, and then what's going on here? Vast is probably gonna win the 5th seed. So good on him. And yeah, not really too much else to say there. So see what happens. And yeah, that was about everything I talked about for tonight. Talked about this for a second. Talked about this and this. I think that's about all. Like football, really nothing has happened in the NFL in like 3 days now. And outside of that, like I already talked about Bands 81. That's almost a week old now. I don't know. I haven't really got anything else, so I think that's it. And with that being said, I will keep going for a couple more minutes, but yeah, that's about all the topics I had for tonight. I never really have the most on Sunday. It's definitely the night where I come with the least prepared, or not in terms of how much I'm going to talk about, because there's just not a lot to talk about. So, no, we talked about the fights last night and the fights next week. Aside of that, just not a lot, so not like anyone's here anyway to add any topics. So, if you don't like it, too bad. If you don't like my topics, then too fucking bad. You should have been here and gave me a better one, so there you go. But yeah, not really too much else to say there. I'll go till 12:15, so 2 more minutes. And yeah, pretty simple. Only been, I don't know if I'm shocked or not, it's only been half an hour, so. Felt like it's been quick and it felt like it's been longer. So, yeah, not really much else to say there. So, Darren hops in the last second like always. Cool. If not, then that's that. So, simple. So, just talking to myself again. We get one good stream every month. I guess I used that last night without even knowing it. So, great. Very, very great. So annoying. And, yeah, what else can I really say there? So, yeah, I'll go another minute. Shout out to Steve for hopping in for a minute tonight. Always good to see you, brother. And, yeah, gave me something to talk about for about a few minutes, not more than anyone else does at this point. So, trust me, I am beyond burnt out and tired of doing this, but we keep grinding. We're gonna be at 800 videos before we fucking know it. So, oh joy. So, what more can I really say? So, I'll go 35 more seconds before I get out of here. Can't wait for them to hop in as I do my outro. It always happens somehow. So, you know, somehow they always find the way. And if it's a sick joke or not, I don't know at this point. So, let me know. But with that being said, seems like we're done. No one wants to show up. Whatever. So, it is what it is. And, yeah. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Please like, comment, subscribe, trim so to go by the end of 2026. I enjoyed the stream because I'm the only one who saw it. So, there you go. And as always, I'll say something which I don't believe I am. Another week of pretty much talking to myself for 3 out of the 4 nights. And, yeah, already too much else to say there. Be back Tuesday to talk about UFC London and whatever else. And, yeah, because I talk to myself again on Tuesday night. So, that being said, all thing left to be said is, as always, RX out. Good vibes only. And always.